Over the years, across decades, centuries, even back to the earliest forms of life, both people and animals have always sought shelter, a safe place not just against the elements but against predators. For humans, when we think of shelter, the image is clear: four walls, a roof, windows, maybe a kitchen and a bathroom. A home doesn't just give us comfort, it protects our most valuable possessions. More than that, it amplifies who we already are. But we're not alone in this instinct. Birds weave nests to guard their eggs. Squirrels bury acorns deep inside tree cavities. Bees construct entire hives. Across the animal kingdom, we see the same drive: create a house to protect what matters. The mistake we make in the modern world, however, is that forgetting a house isn't only about survival against storms or predators, it also guards us against something just as dangerous: human nature. Think about it. If we took everything in your house right now, your laptop, your jewelry, your TV, and scattered it down an alleyway in New York City, what would happen? Someone would take it, not because they have malicious intent, but because human instinct kicks in. This has value. I could use this or sell it. That's the reality of the house. It's a kind of veil, a bubble of safety that keeps onlookers from acting on impulse. And the thing is, this house isn't just physical. It shows up in our social lives, our careers, our relationships. It's everywhere. That's what I call the principle of house. This video was inspired not just by my own circumstances, balancing school, work, and all the distractions that pull out my time, but also by Cal Newport's book, Deep Work. Newport makes the powerful point: in a world of noise and constant interruptions, the rarest, most valuable thing you can own is your own undivided attention. Yet most of us spend our lives renting it out to social media, jobs, or distractions. That ties directly into what we're exploring here. If you've seen my video on value, you'll notice some overlap, because ultimately this is about our perception of worth and what we choose to protect. Anyway, enough said, let's get into it. In countries with a strong Muslim presence, it's common to see women wear the hijab, an elegant veil that covers their beauty from the public eye. But why do they wear it? The Quran explains, "Let them draw their veils over their chests and not reveal their adornments except to their husbands, their fathers, their father-in-laws, their sons, their stepsons, their brothers' sons or sisters' sons, their fellow women, those bondwomen in their possessions, male attendants with no desire, or children who are still unaware of the woman's nakedness. Let them not stomp their feet, drawing attention to their hidden adornments." In this verse, the sharpness of human nature is laid bare. Women are asked to guard themselves, not only from strange men, but even from other women and the innocent curiosity of children. Why? Because value attracts eyes, and eyes eventually attract desire. Seen in this light, the hijab is not just a fabric, it's a house, a protective layer built to preserve integrity, modesty, and worth. But this principle isn't just limited to religion or tradition, it extends everywhere value exists. An actor must build a house around a movie script, shielding it from leaks, corporate theft, or premature hype. Musicians sign NDAs and embargoes, veiling upcoming features and releases. Businessmen surround projects and negotiations in secrecy, protecting them until the right moment. Even governments veil classified documents and intelligence because exposure too early means exploitation. The veil, whether a cloth, contract, or confidentiality, is a house. It safeguards value until the right conditions allow it to be revealed. The truth is, anything valuable left unprotected will be consumed. If it's not stolen outright, it will be eroded, exploited, or stripped of its integrity. Value is best preserved by enclosing it physically, socially, or strategically until it can be revealed in a way that maintains its integrity and ownership. This is the principle of house. It applies not only to possessions or secrets, but also to your time and attention. Cal Newport calls this deep work, the act of shielding your focus from the noise of the world. Your attention is a treasure, and if you don't build a house around it, the world will happily steal it away from you. A A few months ago, I decided to do something that I've never done before. A 5-day water fast. No food, no coffee, nothing but salty water. And in those 5 days, something remarkable happened. My needs shrank. Toilet paper didn't matter. Dishes didn't matter. The endless cycle of what am I going to eat tomorrow disappeared. When food is stripped from the equation, the world shifts. Things that felt essential lose their value. And that's when I realized so much of our ambition, our hunger for status, our obsession with possessions comes from a deeper hunger, a primal one. Hunger is the root. It creates urgency. It says, I need resources. I need to protect them. I need to maintain my image to keep them coming. From that single instinct, we build houses of protection, of storage, of display, all because we fear starvation. But here's the paradox. We often build houses over things we don't even own. The house you bought, you don't own it. You're just holding it until the next generation takes over. The gold watch, the diamond chain, the car in your driveway, those aren't yours. When you're gone, they'll pass on, recycled, sold, inherited, melted down. At best, you're renting them for a season of your life. Marcus Aurelius put it bluntly, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. He knew that the things we clutch most tightly, status, wealth, possessions, were never ours to begin with. We're tenants in time, not landlords of eternity. And yet, look around. People guard what they rent as if they owned it. They protect their partner with jealousy, but never protect their own dignity. Musicians seal their unreleased tracks in vaults, but sign away their entire catalogs to labels. Entrepreneurs hide business ideas in fear of theft, but never shield their own focus or integrity. We build houses over rented property while leaving the things that we truly own unguarded. So, what do we actually own? 3 things. Number 1, our time. Every second is non-refundable. You trade it, waste it, or invest it, but you can never get it back. This is the currency of life itself. Number 2, our attention. Cal Newport calls it the most valuable resource in the 21st century. Where your attention goes, your energy follows. If you don't protect it, the world, social media, ads, endless noise will gladly hijack it. Number 3, our character. This is the sum of your choices, your word, and your integrity. No bank can repossess it. No thief can steal it. It is the one house that no one else can live in. These are the rare treasures that deserve a house. Not the rented things, but the things inseparable from who we are. And here's the tragedy. Most people never build walls around these. They build castles around their cars, their brands, their relationships, while leaving their time, attention, and character exposed, naked, and vulnerable. This is where the principle of house changes everything, because if we flip the script, if we learn to build houses around what we truly own, we stepped out of survival mode and into mastery, which brings us to the final part of this video, the solution. How do we put the principle of house into practice so it doesn't just remain an idea, but becomes a way of living?
Don't you fall in love? Don't make me make you fall in love. Don't make me make you fall in love with a nigga like me, like me. Girl, I'm just too bad.
What if I told you that hunger isn't the only force pulling your strings? Hunger explains a lot, but it's only the beginning. There are other instruments in life, playing music you don't even realize you're dancing to. Governments, corporations, and the media. These massive structures feed on the same instinct that make you guard your food, your partner, your possessions. They hijack your survival drive, and in doing so, they redirect your instinct to protect. They convince you to build houses over the things that you don't truly own, while they quietly harvest what you do. Think about it. The media thrives on keeping you anxious. For decades, they've told us the world is ending. This politician will destroy everything. The economy is doomed. And yet, people survived. People lived. People loved, ate, and raised families. But the anxiety made you build a house around their narrative, leaving your peace of mind exposed and vulnerable. Look at corporations. Your job demands you guard it with your time, your attention, and your health. You pour your life into it like it's your lifeboat. But even if you lose it, you'll survive. Your heart will keep beating. Your lungs will keep breathing. Yet the fear of starvation convinces you to house a rented possession while neglecting the one that you actually own, your freedom of time. Here's the brutal truth. Power isn't about taking what you own. It's about making you defend what they own, using your resources. This is how power exploits the principle of house. by number 1, feeding the illusion. They dangle symbolic food in front of you. Promotions, likes, luxury cars, job titles. To your primal brain, a Rolex or a million followers feels like survival. It's the same reward currency as bread and water, so you fight to guard it. Number 2, stealth extraction. While you guard those illusions, they quietly strip you for what's real. Your time becomes their payroll line. Your attention becomes your ad revenue. Your decisions are nudged, manipulated, and sold. Number 3, perpetual vulnerability. If you ever lose these symbols, the job title, the relationship, the car, panic sets in. That panic keeps you tethered to the very system extracting you. It's like a landlord who keeps rent just high enough so that you will never save enough to buy your own house. Notice the difference between elites and the masses. Elites protect what they truly own, their time through delegation, their autonomy by working for themselves, their networks, direct access to resources, their information, secrecy as a fortress. Meanwhile, the masses guard what they can never truly own. Job titles, consumer goods, image, temporary status. This isn't by accident, it's survival instinct hijacked. If you can redirect someone's primal fear of starvation onto symbols instead of essentials, they'll never notice their real assets being stolen. Cal Newport echoes the same in modern terms. Clarity about what matters provides clarity about what does not. The moment you recognize what you actually own, time, attention, and character, you begin to see everything else for what it truly is. Rented distractions. When someone flips the script, when they stop guarding rented possessions and instead build their house over their time, attention, and character, they become ungovernable. The system can no longer dangle survival illusions because the person is feeding themselves from within. That's the transition point. That's the escape hatch. And historically, those who built their houses on what they truly owned weren't just survivors, they were game changers. They were the ones who bent society around their will instead of being bent by it. At the end of the day, the only things we truly own are our time and our attention. Where you house those two determines the kind of life you build. Spend them cheaply and life feels cheap. Invest them wisely and your life grows in value. So guard them, place them carefully, and remember, time and attention are your real currency. Please subscribe for more timeless ideas, and as always, until next time.